Steve Andrews is giving a voice to the voiceless and taking the powerful to task. Now, 8 on Your Side investigates.
His dentist told her side of the story about what led to Tommy Meyer's death. The Board of Dentistry voted to take her license. What would you do? Dr. Veronica Thompson told the Board of Dentistry what happened to Tommy Myers in her office was upsetting and tragic.
She sedated Tommy in 2014 during a visit, and he later died. A Department of Health investigation found her mistakes contributed heavily to that tragedy. 8 on Your Side senior investigative reporter Steve Andrews back with a follow-up to this ongoing look into the case.
You know, Dr. Thompson hasn't spoken with me about this, but she did try to explain back in 2017 just what happened to the Board of Dentistry. That board heard enough to want to grab her license. Tommy Myers was 39 years old when his dad, Gary, took him to a dental appointment with Dr. Veronica Thompson at Grand Dentistry in Newport Richey.
He had to be sedated with an IV every time he's gone to the dentist.
Once sedated, Tommy stopped breathing, never regained consciousness, and died. Dr. Thompson hasn't returned calls to discuss what happened, but she offered an explanation to the Board of Dentistry.
I truly thought it was not a sedation issue because I'd given him this amount of medication several times before. I thought it was a cardiac issue.
Board member Angela Sassine.
But I have down there were at least 7 mistakes that she made.
Among them, failing to consult with Tommy's personal doctor prior to sedating him.
Previously to ever being sedated, there was a medical clearance, one time only, back when he first came, but probably 4 years ago.
So,
but there have been no medical changes since
so
then.
it's 4 years old.
Yes.
I can tell you that the recommendations are every 6 months.
Maximum dose of IV midazolam is 1 milligram to not exceed 2.5. She gave 10 milligrams.
And more mistakes when Tommy went into cardiac arrest.
I had the assistant draw the Narcan, which is the reversal agent, but I didn't give it.
Failed to record vitals every 5 minutes.
We did do that. The vitals are on there every 5 minutes.
During the procedure, but when the code started, was there someone that actually had a stopwatch and was recording the vitals at that time, which is what's recommended in ACO?
After the event, I don't think so.
Tommy's mother, Maureen Myers.
And I told her point blank that she was neglectful and that the whole office basically didn't do their job and that they needed to take her license from her.
So far, the Department of Health has presented to members of the Board of Dentistry 3 settlements with Dr. Thompson. 3 times they've rejected those settlements, instead recommending to revoke her license. And now the Department of Health is negotiating settlement number 4.
4.5 years later, Steve.
Yeah.
I mean, when are the parents going to find out the resolution here, if there is any kind of consequence?
Yeah, it won't be for months because the Department of Health is looking at bringing this case before the Board of Dentistry again in August 23rd, with what appears to be settlement number 4. And remember, Tommy died in September of 2014, so by the time this thing is heard again, it'll be nearly 5 years, and the Department of Health has still taken no action.
Wow. All right. Thanks, Steve.
Yeah.
And if you have a problem you want Steve to investigate, call our 8 on Your Side helpline, 1-800-338-0808.